I'm here today with Sarah Vincent, the Senior Director of Human Resources for Consumer and Beverage Group on our show, Interview Them. Welcome, Sarah.
Good morning, Ryan. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Let's jump into the questions. Question number one, how did you get into HR and how long have you been at TC Transcontinental?
Boy, is that a story. So HR found me. All I wanted to do growing up was to be some hotshot attorney. That's what I dreamed of, all of it, the executive presence. But at the end of the day, when the bill came, I didn't want to pay the bill. I come from a small family with means to not go to college for something like that. So I wanted to find a company that would help put me through school. And I found a small packaging company in West Michigan that had education reimbursement. And I started working for the HR director. I was just typing up notes, answering phones. But a lot of the documents he had me work on was legal correspondence, union relation related items. And not long after I started there, they had a strike. And so I got to work through that. And then that led to a position as an HR assistant where I helped build case files for the multitude of grievances and negotiations that came out of that and arbitrations. And I fell in love with it. I really did. And at some point, working with them, I finished my degree and they gave me opportunities to develop. When I got to a point where I didn't understand what HR's point or purpose was, they gave me a chance to do operations. And I went to operations for a few years. And then I got a chance to learn distribution and how we service our customers and brought that back to how we can service our teams and our leadership teams better. And so through all of it, TC gave me that opportunity. And so that's why I'm still with TC. The company has not given me a chance to excel. And it's been 26 years now since I started that adventure. So one interview was all it took.
That's a great story there. Not many people can keep a long-standing work experience with a company like that. So that's great to hear. Question number two, briefly describe the culture of TC and why would our candidates want to join TC?
TC is got a very rich culture and background. So the company was founded by Ryan Modica. The company's based out of Montreal. It's a family-owned business. And as Remy grew it was originally actually not in packaging, but in newspaper print. And as the electronic communications grew, he saw the writing on the wall for the industry. So he started to diversify, buy up other plants, did a lot of acquisitions. And through that, they found the packaging group. One of the very interesting things about TC, even though it's done a lot of its growth through acquisition, is with it being family owned, they welcome plants and their cultures as they would other members of the family. So TC, if you go into any of the plants within TC, they still have that small plant feel about it. So you have the culture of family, even though it's a publicly traded company, mixed with a major company that's international. So it breeds a lot of growth and opportunity that way. So TC does a lot of innovation, and that's one of our main values that we have is to innovate, and that shows in the way they've grown the company. And they care about the people that work for them, so their engagement within communities and the respect that that is required to be part of this company. So the why TC and why working for TC, the company doesn't sit still, it moves forward. It's always looking at the next. Packaging's working on building themselves as a sustainable future. So flexibles and plastics get a lot of bad news. But TC's invested millions into recycling plastics and trying to figure out biodegradable plastics. And in our print industry is moving into retail. So it's a company that doesn't sit still and it keeps moving, which breeds a lot of opportunity for individuals.
Absolutely. I know I've worked with Coveris, which was part of what manufacturing units are TC for a decade. And the culture kind of mirrors. It's very entrepreneurial. I've been in the Thomasville facility. Doesn't feel like a big company. It feels like an operation. that kind of runs itself. And I sat in the control room and listened to people there for 30 years talk about why they love their job. So definitely some good roots in this organization. Thanks for sharing that. Question number 3, tell me more about this HR business partner role and who might be interested in this position.
So the HR business partner role in a regional model, this is a new role for TC. The position is something that I'm really excited about. So I'm from manufacturing, I'm from plants. That is one of the things I'm most passionate about, is the people that are the backbone of our company. And so this role is going to help me stay connected to my plants, is going to help support those teams. So the regional HR business partner is going to be a resource for our plant leadership teams and our plant HR representatives, so that they have one advice, somebody to go to on how to move forward. They have perspective. If you've worked within a plant, you know that it's sometimes you can lose perspective in the chaos, and so this person really provides that for them. And it's going to really help them, with innovation, and there's a lot of it as we're innovating our industry right now, brings a lot of change, and change isn't always easy. And so I really look at one of the most important things for this role is helping our teams really excel as they change, and just adapting to things as they move along, helping them move along, and really helping with communication, because you really can't have enough of that during this period. So
Absolutely. That's why I love working with TC Transcontinentals, because they don't sit the status quo. They're number 7 or something, 6 or 7 on top 25 for converters, and they always act like they're going to be number 1 soon. And that's just something I believe in. So great. So then question number 4, what is your management leadership style?
that's a good one. And management leadership style, I don't know how much people put a ton of focus into it, but I've got the individuals, if you ask them, if you asked my HRM in Battle Creek or my HRM in Griffin, Georgia, I'm really collaborative. I like to be able to pull the resources of my team together when we make a decision to move forward. My philosophy is very much that the decision of and the thoughts of many are way better than what I'm going to come up with by myself. So highly collaborative. But I'm also, when it comes to kind of leadership style, I'd say I hire individuals that know what they're doing, that are confident, that make good decisions. And I really look at my role as blocking and tackling so that they can run it and they can do what they need to do so that our plants are successful. So that's really how I like to I don't want to tell everyone what to do. That's definitely not me.
No, I can attest to that from being a consultant working with you for the last couple of years, that you've always wanted to hear my point of view and give insight, and every one of my clients does that. So I appreciate that partnership as well. Question number 5. Yeah, question number 5. Part 1 of question number 5 is, what do you do for fun at TC?
What do we do for fun at TC? So there's always work. That's part of what we do, but it's the team that I get to work with. That's what is hands down. In fact, I think one of our CEOs commented that when he came in, everyone always talked about the people was why they work for TC, and he was really wanting us to really know our business. But it really is the people. Our HR team is really tight knit. We have a really great HR community. We do like to have fun. We like to laugh. And then we also like to shoulder up and work it together.
There's no doubt. I know probably 6 of the HR leaders in your business, and they're all fun, hardworking, very intelligent, very passionate people, and it shows when you meet with them. So thank you for sharing that. And part 2 of the question 5, and the final question of the hot seat for today is, what do you do for fun when you're not working?
What do I do for fun when I'm not working? Well, easy. That is my family. So my family is very much what I do outside of work. I'm a busy mom. I've got a son in college, and we go watch him in his sports, collegiate sports. And then my daughter's still in middle school, and so I'm chasing her travel teams and keeping her engaged and involved. And we like to travel and spend time together. So when I'm not at work, I'm with my family.
Well, I appreciate you sharing your time. This is for the candidates, again, that we're going to be recruiting for this regional HRBP, going to be out of Griffin, Georgia. So if you have any questions, contact me. We'll be sending this out to candidates. And thanks for your time today, Sarah.
Thanks, Ryan, and I'm looking forward to meeting your candidates.
Awesome. Have a great day.
Thanks.